Hello, hello. What's going on? And now my camera switched. How's it going, everyone? Let me get my camera switched back to the correct one here. There it is.
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens.
All you cool cats and kittens.
Rare.
What's going on, everybody? How's it hanging here on this wonderful Friday evening?
Did y'all have fun at Neves?
Neves Knives in the house. Jared and Kara were actually, I don't even know. Kara, was she on?
What I got to watch, Kara was not on.
Addicted to Knives. Thanks so much for subscribing.
Thank you. Look at that cute little zombie. Y'all.
Yeah, look at that. We got some new features on the live this evening. So that's awesome. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with us.
One feature is I'm wearing makeup.
Yeah, she's wearing makeup. I, however, am not.
You're beautiful.
Look at that. Mazwan Mokhtar in the house.
What's up, Mazwan?
So, yeah, that's awesome. So if I need to turn up my mic or hers or down or up or whatever, and
Kara was in there for a little bit. Nice.
Or if the music is too loud or not loud enough or whatever, we're trying out all sorts of new things.
Right.
Issuing Stitches. I love the name. That's awesome. Thank you so much for subscribing.
So glad you love the 8015.
Zach stuff. Zach, you are the man, sir.
Thank you, Zach.
Shut the front door.
You're so sweet.
DSKFS. Mr. William Linderman's in the house.
Sounds good.
William, stay tuned, son. I got some stuff for you. But real quick, to kick things off here.
Sound effects is a bit loud.
Okay. Let me.
No meow song. No, we took it out.
Yep. Nope. The meow song is gone.
Thank you, Ian. You beach. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you guys so much for the donations, the super chats,
$5 donation from Chris Emmett. Thank you, sir.
That's awesome.
You guys can see on our ticker how to go about donating to Knife Rights. And be sure to save your receipt and email it to the email in the ticker for your proof of entry.
There you go.
Can maybe win some big prizes.
Yeah, winning some awesome stuff there. I've heard about several of the prizes, and
there's some good ones.
There's some really good ones for sure. Mm-hmm. So first up, right off the bat here, we definitely need to thank Mr. Shane Gables and John Evans for putting all this together. So these guys went way above and beyond, put a ton of work and effort into this, trying to corral with time slots and all that good stuff. Jay Evans and Shane, yes. They did an amazing job, so that's super cool, and it's all to support a wonderful cause. Doug Ritter and Knife Rights, which, if you guys are not familiar, Doug Ritter is a phenomenal guy.
Real quick, Votami, what's a mindfuck? I just have to know.
What? I don't know. What is it?
I asked.
Oh, it's a
no,
drink?
I'm asking what a mindfuck is.
Oh, okay.
Because he said this is a mindfuck.
Oh.
So I'm asking. Because I'm genuinely curious.
Neves is the Neves in here?
Yeah, they gave us 5 doll hairs.
5 doll hairs?
Yes, thank you, Neves.
Thank you so much, Neves. If I would have been in on yours, but I was scrambling trying to get everything ready to go.
Yeah, Hi, Jared and Kara. Oh, wait. Well, here. Thanks, Willis Mutt. He gave us a $5 donation.
$5 holla.
Oh, he's so kind.
So right off the top here, we're going to do something. I got something set up here. So I'm going to switch this camera for just a minute. And we'll come back to this in a few minutes here. But so we're going to, hopefully you guys can see this. So I got this set up to start a little print. So if you guys were around on the live stream last night, this 3D printer right here is a brand new 3D printer.
Oh, thank you so much, Todd.
That just came in last night.
We got a $5 super chat from Mr. AD15 buyer.
Nice. Thank you so much.
He said he still loves it so much.
Still loves it so much.
Keith the Knife Freak gave us $2. He says, "Who is Doug? I'm here for free stuff."
You're here for free stuff. Right on.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
there will be some of that.
All right.
Okay, so this thing's heating up right now, but I need to start it right at the top here because we're gonna hopefully this will be done printing by the end of this little live stream.
Hello, son Mikey.
And we're gonna let it. We'll see the outline real quick, and then we will see what we're gonna get here.
Louis got a mule.
Louis got a mule.
Mm-hmm.
Holy cow! Mules. Look at that Spanky. Holy cow! $20.
Spankaroonie.
Spanking hard. Coming
Hey.
in hard. Thank you, Spanky. That is super kind of you, and we
Boy.
greatly appreciate you. In this camera view, real quick, let me grab.
Issuing Stitches handmade goods gave us $4.99.
$4.99. Holy cow!
Peaches.
So, as you guys know,
That's so sweet.
I do a lot of knife mods. So you guys are probably mostly familiar with that, but I've got a few new ones to show off here real quick. And first and foremost, right here, this is the Kunwu Tao.
Real quick, Michael Emler gave us $2, and he says, "Block that bum."
So, all right, the printer is moving here. This happens to be a Delta printer, but you guys will see what we're going to print something fun here.
That's funny, Jason. Yeah, they're making a drinking game out of you.
Nice. But anyway, so this Kunwu Tao right here happens to belong to a gentleman that is in the chat, and his name is Mr. William Lenderman. And you guys might notice something a little different about this Kunwu Tao, because not only is it a front flipper and a standard, there is a hole that we can finger holes, and you can Spidey flick it and that sort of stuff.
Nasty.
So,
Thank you, AV. He gave us $4.99, hopefully for a CME for the Watu.
there we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Thank you, Stacy from Bolstered Blade. She gave us $1.99. Hell yeah to some vibes, my dude.
Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it.
Cue Ball gave us $5. Y'all so sweet. Thank you, Mr. Ritter, for
super kind.
helping to protect our rights. Thank you, Justin and Molly, and also to Jared for leading off this awesome marathon. Yes.
Yeah,
yes. Thank you to Jared for starting this shit show off.
And then, and in true fashion of Mr. Doug Ritter, we have a mini RSK here, a little Hogue RSK. Both of these knives are owned by the same gentleman. And you can see here that not only do we no longer have a thumb stud, we now have...
What's that called again, the first one?
This is the Kunwu Tao.
Okay.
T-O-A.
And then...
Or T-A-O. T-A-O, sorry. T-A-O.
Then the next one is called?
The next one is the Hogue Mini RSK. And for this one, I did the blade opening hole. And I also took care of the handle. So you can see there's generally a little bit of a hump. There's some my humps going on right in this area.
My
hump is now gone. So
my lady lump.
Yeah, no more humps on this old girl here. But so the mini is a little bit small for my hand, but you can see here that it functions beautifully if I don't screw it up. Good Lord. Trying to do this around the printer and keep it in camera without hitting. Yeah, it's a good one for sure. And, you know, it kind of fits. I like the look and the aesthetic there of the blade opening hole on the Mini RSK. So there you go. Some new holes on a couple of knives that didn't come with holes. You know what I mean? So
get your holes in things that don't have holes.
Yeah, get your holes in things that don't have holes. There
Stevie
you go.
Wonder Woman, thank you so much. $5 for a super chat. Don't forget to donate to Knife Rights. That is right. Check out the ticker for info on where you can donate.
Yep, absolutely.
Don't forget to save your receipts and submit those in the email so you can win some sweet prizes.
Okay, so we're going to switch back to the other camera here.
Right.
We're going to let the printer run for a little bit. Now, I did want to let you guys know that we do have a couple of guests coming up here shortly. And so once they arrive, we will bring them in. And hopefully you guys are pumped on the people that we are bringing on. I certainly am. They're awesome folks.
Corn Stash loves his holes. I would bet.
Loves the holes. I don't blame you, man. Every guy likes a good hole, right? Am I right?
I mean, I would think.
So, right on.
Look at the professional ass ticker. Hell yeah.
Right?
How did I bet me job?
I feel like I need to move this a little bit.
We have some guestesses.
Some guestesses?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. My head's not swollen so much that it's out of the screen. You know what I mean?
Maybe you should shrink your head.
Shrink my head.
Your head's
Okay.
huge. Jeez.
Here we go. Freaking story time.
You didn't miss much, Mikey. He talked about the Tao,
The Tau.
whatever. I don't
Yep.
do knives. Y'all know that. It's a
Yeah.
Daleka King. Where'd it go? Going to be on?
I don't know. We'll see. There's going to be several things on. This is all to stuff for Knife Rights, Mr. Doug Ritter, and I think most all of you are probably familiar with him from back in the day with Benchmade and the Ritter Griptilian.
I have a Griptilian.
You do. Yes, you do.
That was my first knife.
That was Molly's first knife, was a mini grip. But then, you know, Doug Ritter is now working with Hogue, which has been an amazing relationship. You know, and still in my opinion, the full size RSK is one of the best values that you can get in the knife world today. It's just a really, really good knife all the way around. It's great in hand. It functions beautifully, and the Hogue is, the build quality is fantastic. It's good all the way around.
Real quick, we've had some people ask what the super chat is about. Those are donations specifically to our channel. But if you want to donate to Knife Rights, you want to go to www.kniferights.org/donate /donate. Save your receipt and then email it to kniveslive2021@gmail.com. And then you'll be entered into drawings. Each $10 donation gets you an entry.
There you go. Perfect.
So super chats are for our channel. If you want to donate to Knife Rights, you do that on kniferights.org.
There you go. And so we've got some giveaways that we're going to do throughout this live stream here on our channel. That's just our own thing that we have going on. Zach being the master moderator, coming in, dropping links to the Knife Rights.
Thanks for the assist, my dude.
Yep. So that's awesome.
Hey, real quick, just for fun's sake, I did some contouring. Do I look skinnier?
Jesus.
I don't know if I did it right. Did I contour right? Did I do makeup right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
either.
even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I hardly know what I'm talking about.
Did you show off your nails? Do your nails?
I did
Oh,
my tips, and I got black tips on blue.
there you go. Black and blue and red and white.
There she goes.
Yeah, there you go. Right on. Well, so
All right.
we've got some. Thank you. That's awesome.
Hell yeah, get you some Euro.
Some euros. That's right. I think most of you already know that this whole knife community is made up of just some phenomenal people. We already talked about two, being John Evans and Shane Gables. They just put forth a tremendous amount of effort to get this all put together.
Thanks.
But we have, some amazing knife designers, as well as, just the whole entire knife community in general is just made up of some phenomenal people.
Thanks for looking at that, Zach.
And, we just have, we're pretty blessed in this community. That's for sure. So we've got, everything from, fixed blades to amazing folders, and the knife world is constantly getting better with cooler models and awesome stuff. And then I've been able to meet so many great people in this community. It's really quite amazing.
Y'all are so funny and kind and lovely and just a good time.
Just a good time. That's right. So this here is a Pearson custom knives. This is the Pearson Triton. Don't quote me on the name. I think I forgot the name of this one.
Definitely
I can't remember.
Pearson.
It's definitely a Pearson custom. This one is made in 10V blade steel, and it's absolutely fantastic. It's my go-to fixed blade. Pearson custom knives. Ryan and Rodney both are just amazing people. Ryan does fantastic work. If you guys are not familiar with Pearson custom knives, go and check them out. He makes beautiful, beautiful little fixed blades like this one right here.
The Knife Rights website is down. Zach is working with Doug to get that back up and rolling. So I don't know. I guess y'all just crashed it.
We overloaded the Knife Rights website.
Hell yeah.
That's cool. That's awesome that that's what happened.
Yeah.
And yeah, so there's just so many awesome people in this community. It's really been phenomenal to be part of it and meet all these people, and even got my lovely wife involved in the knife hobby.
Never
Which
did I think that would be a thing.
Right. She if you would have asked her a year and a half ago if she would be sitting here right now, that would have not been something that was on the radar.
It was y'all. It was all a ploy just to get him more knives. He figured if he could get me involved, that would mean I wouldn't get as mad about what he was doing with the knives and the time and all the stuff. And it worked.
It worked.
And because all you fuckers are so funny,
yeah,
that's all it took for me.
Hell yeah. All good people and fun people involved.
I have not laughed so hard in all my years as I have this past year on some of our live
Some
streams.
of the live streams have been pretty epic.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys don't know, we've come up with some outlandish stories that have been a lot of fun.
What are you talking about? They're true.
Yeah.
Especially the ones where I'm a sniper.
You're a sniper, yeah.
10 out of 10, go back. Watch our lives.
Yeah, there's been some really comical stuff that's happened. And yeah, pretty funny. You were able to get them.
Molly, don't lie. It's because some of
There you go.
us can grow beards. Yeah, that's true too.
Yep. There we go, Winchester.
I don't know, Justin. She keeps bringing up nails, many cows, and her new, now old pumas.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the good thing is that she's here, and
I love my Lacuma.
yeah, yep. I put the camera in a bad spot there. I can't see.
Yeah.
I can't see the thing.
Yeah.
It's all right.
You'll live.
I will. All right. So we've got some stuff happening over here. So I'm gonna switch this camera back over so you guys can see what's going on over here next to me.
Look at that.
Hello.
Hello.
There it is. Right on. So real quick, and this was kind of a last minute situation. It was mainly because I had this printer right inside of our live video making space. Decided that I would go ahead and use the Knife Rights logo and just make an STL file really quick, and we'll print a little Knife Rights logo during the live stream tonight. So
just
that's fun.
To go ahead and stroke my ego, Winchester, even though he's a mouthy little bastard, he said she's definitely been a good addition to the whole community. Awesome gal. I'm an awesome gal. Did you hear it?
Well, I mean, I heard what you said, and I'm reading it. I mean, I guess I have to believe it.
24-hour
looking at it.
Poon spoon.
There you go.
Walter is right here. He is actually laying behind us, chewing on a bone.
Yep.
Being a good old boy.
Yep, he is. Just making noise and stuff back here.
Hey, Doug. It sounds like they're getting the issue fixed shortly.
Oh, on the website?
Mm-hmm. If you're getting a database error, it will be fixed shortly. So just keep trying.
Is Mr. Doug Ritter in the house?
He is.
Nice. Hello, Doug. How are you doing this evening? Hopefully, you're enjoying.
Busy.
Yeah, probably.
So glad we could make some work for you.
I did a little custom tuning on one of your mini RSKs. Hopefully you don't mind. But yeah, we ditched the thumb stud and went for a hole, as well as got rid of the hump there on the handle. And yeah, a little small for my hand, but it's not my knife, so it works.
Hey, I see Christine's here. Hey. I'm sure I missed you earlier. There's a lot of folks in here, so there's a lot of activities. Can't keep up.
Yeah, you'll have to use this right here.
Oh, I do sometimes. They go fast though. Sometimes there's so many that come in, it jumps, and I.
Yeah, that's not the one well, maybe. I don't know.
Enjoying the box top.
Yeah, you can highlight some of those.
Yeah, that sounds, technical.
Sounds technical. So, yeah, Mr. Lenderman, you'll have to let me know what you think of.
He says, ooh, it's an oblong hole.
It's an oblong hole, that's right. And, yeah, so, the holes worked out well in both the Tau and the RSK. So... yeah, those were good ones to add some holes to, and we also got holes added to sheepdogs. This one's a big triangulated hole, a delta hole for the delta, and then we also have some holes in the handle here on both sides. So this thing's quite holy. Right on, William. I'm glad that you're digging them.
Thanks, Mark. He said he'd like to personally thank us both for sparing everyone from the pain of watching a slicey dicey.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I hope he's doing well.
yes, I hope he
I
has.
have not spoken to him for quite some time, but I hope things are good.
Yeah, for sure. We wish him the best.
Yep. So, yeah, I think we'll probably
Sorry, not sorry.
include, maybe we'll see how this print turns out. This is the first time like actually letting this thing print, so I have no idea how it's going to turn out. The way that the logo imported, all the letters are not going to be attached to anything, so that's a thing. But you know, maybe we'll just give this away like that with all the loose letters. It can be like a little puzzle kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, not really a puzzle, but
you can glue it in the right.
Yeah, orientation.
Yeah.
It'll just be some bits of plastic.
He just has a new printer and had to do something with it, so that's why.
Yeah, it was more just because it was sitting here, and yeah, I figured I'll just go ahead and queue up a Knife Rights logo. But you guys,
toy, gotta play with it, right?
That's right. That's right. So you guys know that Mr. Doug Ritter is working with Hogue these days. I know I've showed this off a couple of times on the channel, but this is my new Hogue Ballista, which is a model that I'm pretty sure is going to become available right after the first of the year. It's awesome. It's a side opening auto, able lock auto, but one of the really awesome things about this knife is Hogue's new pocket clip, which is fantastic. Not only is it super bitchin' because it's got the American flag on it, but you also have these little grippers that are punched out and formed into the steel clip there, and it just reminds me of like louvered windows on like 1960 69, 70 Boss Mustang.
Yeah, we could make the printer say "Let's go, Brandon."
We definitely could do that. Yep.
I hear a dog that's not happy. No, it's the printer. It sounds like Emma growling in the other room.
Yeah, no, that's the printer making long passes.
It sounds like a Mimi.
Yeah, so with knife rights and all, it would be wonderful if a knife like this was legal coast to coast. So, but I know that Doug and the crew are constantly working on that stuff. And hopefully, one of these days, we'll be able to carry things like this everywhere we go. Because who doesn't want a 4-inch OTF in their pocket? I mean, I know everybody does.
No, not me.
What'd I say?
And not for any reason other than I don't want anything in my pockets.
You don't want anything in your pockets?
Yeah, it can be in my purse.
Well, carrying a 4-inch OTF like this, it just brightens your day. Because every time you get to pull out something like this and do that, it puts a smile on your face, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so
you know what I mean.
That's right. We'll come back and check in on this in just a few moments here.
A 4-inch something in pockets. That's right, Mikey.
That's right. Okay. All right. So now we're back to this. And here in just a couple of seconds, we're going to have a guest on.
Or maybe two.
Or maybe two. We might have two guests in just a moment.
Maybe more. Maybe their pets will be on too.
Yeah, maybe more. You never know. It could go either way. Yeah, I guess you want to just bring him in?
Yeah.
Let's bring him in.
Hello.
Hi. Hello. What's up? Hold on. We are looking for a charger for our laptop. Give us 1 sec. Our laptop's gonna die.
Yeah, so for those that don't know, this is... Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted to do.
Hello.
Uh,
Hold on one
yeah,
sec.
this
I'm gonna go grab the charger.
yeah, no worries.
Bring a cat back.
Okay, so the guest, guys, the first guest that we have on, you guys probably have already recognized. This is Mrs. Lindy Lou, and Lindy and Richie are knife modders on all the socials, but she'll give us those details here shortly.
Knife modders in the house. That's right.
We're not echoing, are we?
What's up, guys?
Nope.
Okay.
What's up, Richie?
All right. Good.
Richie B, what up?
Hello.
I like
What's
your
up,
stash,
guys?
bud.
Thanks.
That's straight 70s.
Yeah, I know.
It's the only facial hair I could grow.
Right on.
And how do you feel about that, Lindy?
I'm not mad. I mean, whatever he likes, I'm okay with. Yeah, that's okay.
Perfect.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
better than no facial hair, I guess.
Yeah.
But
I
everything
agree.
up here is
I
all patchy
like the-
still. I just get big patchy spots. It's like
Yeah,
I didn't even get armpit hair until I was like a junior in high school.
You can set
Swear to
that
God.
on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's
I love it.
Yeah, fuck it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Someday, Richie, you'll become
Yeah,
a man.
someday. Well, that's
One of these years.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you guys know knife modders. I'm sure most of you do anyway. And so this is, if you're not familiar, this is Richie B and Lindy Lou. And you guys can, tell them where they can find you on social media and whatnot. And then we'll talk about some stuff.
Sure. You can find us at Knife Modders on Instagram and on YouTube. And yeah.
And if for some reason you don't have Instagram, you can email us at knifemodders1@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Right on.
No.
Mod knives if that's not obvious enough. But,
Obvious?
so we
Yeah,
do.
that's not clear.
Mhm.
You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah. General public.
Yeah, you
not
never
to-
know. That is
Yeah.
true.
And you've also been doing videos on YouTube quite a bit here lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to put out more videos. I've just been doing the shorts because it's like so easy to just make a little
Sure.
something and then throw it up onto the interwebs.
Yeah.
But
Right. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
making videos is super fun though. I go all out and like it just takes me forever to finish a video. It takes hours
Yeah.
and it's just not practical. I need to find a better way to do it.
And with her laptop
Yeah,
she
well-
has right now, editing is like
Not.
a nightmare. It's
I
like
need a new laptop.
Adobe constantly crashes, and it's like
It's
yeah.
it's a whole thing. Need more
Yeah,
RAM.
making videos is it's time consuming. I mean, it
Yeah,
really is,
No doubt.
and
For sure.
it's crazy. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Woo!
There's their links and whatnot, so you guys can find knife modders there. But so most of you guys know that I do some mod work as well, and so I thought it'd be cool to have on some other fellow knife modders in the community. But
Yes.
Richie and Lindy both do the work, which is awesome.
Mhm.
And they do a lot of stuff. So they've got some awesome things that they got going on. And have you guys started doing? I know you got a grinder. Have you actually started doing regrinds? Like
Yeah.
marketing
Oh,
it
yeah.
out there?
We've been offering them for a couple months now, so we probably done
Sweet.
like I don't know, maybe
20
20 knives
Yeah,
of
20 or
customers'
so.
knives.
Yeah.
Nice.
We have a wheel for hollow grinds, but honestly, we just I
Haven't-
haven't had the time to learn. Like, it's been crazy, dude. Like, we've just had
Yeah.
a ton of orders. We had to close our books down. They've been closed down for I don't know, a little over a month and a half
2
or
months?
so.
2 months?
Just trying to get caught up on everything.
Plus MBK
Yeah,
stuff.
because we're through all of our customer orders right now. We're just working on like the 40 or so MBK knives we have. So we're trying to get those
Yep.
back to Stanford as soon as possible, and then we'll open them back up.
Do
Hopefully.
you have an estimate on when you'll get to open the books back?
we-
Yeah.
we can have 2
Hopefully,
weeks.
yeah. Hopefully, we can have to 2
Nice.
weeks. We're
Yeah.
just gonna have to bust our ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get
I
to
know.
work. Good
This
deal.
last 3 to 6 months, the past 6 months, like, which is great. It's great for business. It's just been slammed
Sure.
though, like crazy busy. And it's like never ending knives.
Yeah.
And we're also in talks with a few retailers and
Yeah.
a few other knife companies that we're going to be working with here real soon.
Yes.
That's awesome. It's great to
Yeah.
see you guys growing and
Thanks.
making a
that's super
living at
cool.
it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's awesome.
So
I love it.
with MBK stuff, so you guys are modding stuff straight for Sanford, and then what? He's putting it up on the website to sell it. Is that how it's working?
So he's been doing them through Instagram, and they've been one-offs. But he wants to try to find like a better way to do it because it's kind of like
First come, first serve.
and it's kind of like
people get
a
upset.
lot of work to have to list each like one-off individually. You got to get pictures for each one, and then list it, and then people get mad when they can't get it because it's just first come, first serve, and people are like,
Yeah.
So he had us start doing like more of the same, like multiples of the same instead of one-offs, like because he wants to list them up on the site. But yeah, he's kind of still figuring out the best way to do that. He still has our last batch, and he still needs to post those ones, but just trying to figure out a better way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I mean, right now, I think once we get these done, he's gonna do his best to put them up on the site. That way, it's a lot easier for people, and less people are getting upset overall, and it's easier on him too. So.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's an issue with just the stuff that I'm doing. Just if I do some custom one-off deal, and then it's every time I do something like that to put it up on the website, it's a pain in the ass for her because then she's got to get pictures of that one and write a description for that one knife, and then it's sold and done, and so like it becomes very time consuming to try and sell them that way. But as a modder, and I'm sure both of you guys probably agree that you want to do something unique and cool to each one and make it, it kind of sucks to do the same thing over and over again.
It's a lot to manage.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much all the ones we've done for him have been one-offs, but
it's just really fun. It's great.
It is awesome, but I definitely understand that. So,
and it's hectic because like when you're working with like large batch orders and doing a bunch of one-offs, trying to manage everything and pricing, and it's just like it's a lot easier to do. Okay, I'm doing 5, 5, 5, 5. But it's also, like you said, it's not nearly as fun to stand there and do 5, 10 of the same knife over and over.
It is cool, though, because he does give us free rein to do whatever we want. He just, at this point, he just trusts us and just gives us the knives and be like, do whatever you want.
Or, like, we'll, after he QCs or whatever, and there's knives that have little scratches or blems and stuff, he hands that off to us for us to fix so he can, still sell it or whatever.
Yeah. Real quick, Jason Brown wanted us to shout out ProX, also known as Bill. I know he's had cancer and been fighting that, and he's really missing being in the chat and in the knife community here lately. So hopefully he'll be back soon. So everybody keep him in your thoughts.
Yeah. Poor guy.
Right on. Yeah. Well, hopefully he gets back at it soon.
Yeah.
So Zach threw up a link to Monterey Bay Knives. I can say that I picked up multiple of the Monterey Bay. Like this is the full-size old guard with the end cut carbon fiber. This thing's super bitchin'. I really dig it.
Toad's bitchin', bro.
That's my favorite. I think it's like full-size, like OG. The original OG was my hands down my absolute favorite.
I just did this one, this full-size old guard, pretty recently. So it's like cross marking. Usually we do it up and down the scales, but decided to mix it up with this one. And then this side we got some rock patterning. And then it's all blasted.
Yeah, that looks good, man.
Love the marking. I haven't set my knife into you guys yet. I need to do that at some point.
Yeah, I've got a couple that I did the bark finish on right at the moment, and it's pretty cool.
It's fun.
And yeah, definitely.
I just real funny comment. Shane Gables says that he just needed to let you guys know that you both married up.
Molly, it's okay.
Hey, Richie hasn't locked it down yet.
No, that's a good point. We're not married yet. He knows what's good for him. He will.
Right, exactly. Where the hell are you at, Richie?
I mean, come on. babe.
Yeah.
Well, we're 5 years in.
Got tattoos.
We got a long way to go.
Super pretty. Get with it.
Yeah, babe.
There's fucking hollow grinding wheels to buy. There's more important things to worry about than a fucking ring.
Yes,
My bad.
Tools, right. It's fine.
There's tools to buy.
You know what?
Yes,
if you get married, you can register for tools.
No, nobody. You'll never get what you actually want. Don't buy that bullshit, Richie. That's a fucking lie, is what that is.
Because we're always right. We get, that's just how it works.
Yeah.
Speaking of tools, we did just get a mini mill in about I don't know, maybe
a few weeks ago.
Yeah, a few weeks ago.
Yeah, we're excited to start playing with it.
What's that?
What'd you get?
It's a little machine shop mini mill.
Oh,
so
nice.
It's pretty much the best in class for mini mills with all the upgrades. Digital readout, and it's nice. And then we also upgraded our compressor because we went through 2 Harbor Freight 21 gallon 1.5 horse. We went through 2 of them in less than 2 years. So it was like, dude, we need a better compressor. So we got a 60.
You're better off just to buy a good one.
Yeah, well, we were just trying to cut corners where we could earlier on.
It was because that was in the very beginning. Like that was when, a $300 purchase was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get it for sure. And like I was cracking up tonight. I was on the phone with actually the next guest that's coming up, but I was unplugging a few hoses. I was down in the shop a little bit earlier today, and I've got a couple of couplers that are completely wore out, and every time I unplug them, the little stopper gets off center, and so air just blows out.
One of mine is doing.
They're like a $4 part, but I don't ever think about it unless I unplug it, and it does that, and air blows everywhere.
And then you leave the shop and forget about it.
And then I forget about it. And anyway, it was just kind of comical. And so I was on the phone with him, and I unplugged the air hose, and the thing goes crazy. And he's like, "What the fuck was that?" And so I'm gonna have to upgrade my my hoses and couplers. So I've got a good air compressor though, so that part's solid.
What are you? What kind of air compressor do you have?
What's that?
What kind of air compressor do you have?
Well, it's actually an older Craftsman tank, but I've got an Ingersoll Rand pump and motor set up on it.
Okay, yeah, that's what we just bought, an Ingersoll Rand 60 gallon, I think 5 horse, yeah. And then nice. I think it's 14 CFM at 90. So, dude, one thing I noticed with the higher CFM, man, the finish is way more durable. Like it really embeds into the tie. Like with our old compressor, it wasn't nearly as durable as it is now. Like even when tumbling a blasted tie, it's like we have to tumble it for like almost double as long to get the same finish just because it's more durable.
Which is great, but and
it's a lot darker and just more textured. It's awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Because like our blast before was good, but it was just not nearly as like impregnated into the tie as it is now. Like just you can just see the grit. Like I don't know, but that's way better.
No, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah,
and having a good air setup is key, really. I mean, it goes beyond just ease of use and whatnot. Like you said, it's the quality of the finishes that you end up with, and then the one thing that I would definitely recommend if you guys haven't already purchased one, getting a really good filter dryer set up for your air compressor.
Dude. That's one thing, man.
Talk about it.
I have water problems, dude, with the compressor, and I've bought like quite a few. Like I have I have 2 on the blast cabinets themselves, and then I have one right at the compressor, or 2 right at the compressor, and I've tried a bunch of them. I haven't spent that much. Like I could see those like 3-stage ones you get for like $200. But man, I still have water issues even with all these filters, and it sucks. Yeah,
the one that I run, I just bought. I finally bit the bullet and bought a good one because I was just like you. I had one mounted on the wall right next to the compressor, and then I had one on every tool and my glass cabinets and everything. And so I bought one from a company called Rapid Air, and it's a really good one. It's it's good size. It's a large filter. It's got an automatic water drain on it. I mean, they're a little spendy, But once you jump up to a bigger compressor that actually can push big CFM, the water problems are unbelievable. And like you never realize how much water the air compressors collect until you start pushing a bunch of air.
It was like it was only really with the old compressor that was like where I had most of the water problems. I haven't had any with this one yet, but
I just got it.
Yeah, just got it. But so with the old one, it was mainly like when I do like more than a few sets of scales, like short periods of blasting would be okay, and then after a little while, it would become an issue.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then the other issue we had, well, like the reason we were like hesitant to buy a bigger compressor is obviously because you have to use 220. And we have 220 in our garage, but our blasting setup is in our backyard in a shed. So all 3 blast cabinets are in that shed. So that's nice that we have it separate from our shop.
But trying to run it.
Yeah, there's no power in the shed, so we were running an extension cord out there. Obviously, that would not really be doable to run a 220 extension from our garage to the shed. So we did figure out a way to do it. We just have an air hose running to the shed, and then we're going to have like a manifold in there with a regulator, and then go into the blast cabinet, and then also like a regulator on the compressor itself.
Yeah.
So
right now it's like we're just changing the. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, check out that Rapid Air company. They make these really great like airline kits, so you can hard pipe all your airline, and they've got these little aluminum blocks that you put your quick connects on. It's fantastic, and the piping that comes with the kits, it looks like PEX tubing, but it's got an aluminum layer inside of it, so it's it's like a plastic outer shell, and it's aluminum inside, and all the fittings are kind of like this twist lock setup. It's really good quality stuff, and you can buy a kit. It's pretty inexpensive, really, and then you could have, say like you buy the kit set up by like how many ports you want or how many manifolds. But it comes with all the fittings and everything that you need. It's a pretty slick setup.
Cool. Check it out. Yeah, we will.
So what did you pay for the what did you pay for the air filter from them, or for like the water?
I think it was around $200 for the air filter water separator, and then the whole piping kit that I bought. I think it was 120 or it was either 120 or 150 foot of pipe with I've got one manifold that tees off from my compressor, so I've got, and I mean you can customize it however you want to set it up, but I think it came with 6 blocks, so I put one on the outside of my shop, and then I've got 5 around it, like different workstations.
Right.
And so then I get to use much shorter hoses, and all the actual airlines, they're 5/8 diameter. So you get a lot more volume to each tool instead of actually dragging an air hose that's 3/8 air hose.
Right. Somebody asked for a Knife Rights link. If you look on the ticker, the Knife Rights website is listed there. And just to touch on Winchester's comment that we showed here, he said that I was daydreaming about nails and tool talk was not my deal. But you don't know. I'm the OG hardware hooker.
Yeah.
I know tools. I like tools.
She used to manage Ace Hardware.
Yes.
When we first started dating, she worked at an Ace Hardware.
I managed Ace Hardware for 10 years.
Fuck yes.
And the commercials, they all say, how's it go?
For your helpful hardware folks.
Oh, Ace is the place for your
helpful hardware folks.
Yeah, I always called them the helpful hardware hose.
Yeah, because we were really kind of a store of a lot of girls.
Yeah, they had a lot of girls working there, so they were the hardware hookers.
Nice. That's so funny. It's like how the Harbor Freight is in Salinas. It's like all chicks working there, all females, not a single dude in sight. It's great.
I'll tell you what, I wish it paid more because I would still be doing it because I loved it. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's so fun. Yeah, I worked in electrical / lighting store, residential. So they had an electrical shop in the back, and then a lamp repair shop, and then they had a showroom of all residential and commercial lighting. My favorite job I've ever worked. I would totally still be working. It was so much fun.
Nothing more than working in the shop and repairing screens and windows and lamps and
doing stuff. Yeah, me too. That was my favorite job.
Having old guys come back and say, I need a flare fitting for my gas hose, but you can't help me, you're a girl. And I was like, the fuck I can't.
You're like, fine, okay. Now I won't help you.
Right, exactly.
God.
So you said you already got the mill, right?
Yeah, we have it.
You already have it?
Yeah.
We bought I regret getting that one. I wish I went with a Precision Matthews and just spent $1,000 more and got the bigger one. Like fucking as soon as it works. Honestly, it works fine. I can do everything I want to do on it, frag on scales, milling patterns. But I wish I had just spent $1,000 more and got the slightly bigger one. But it is fine. It does everything I need it to do.
Hindsight's 20/20. Yeah, but this is more than enough.
It always is.
Trust me when I tell you, there is always a bigger, badder tool. No matter what you buy.
It doesn't matter what you settle for. There's always going to be something better that you want.
Always. It doesn't matter.
Except with my grinder, dude. I couldn't be happier with my belt grinder, honestly, dude. The Ameribraid. Yeah. I got the mastery package, dude. That thing is fucking savage. It's so awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. He doesn't even buy knives anymore. He doesn't even fuck knives. All he buys is tools now. You know?
Right. I hear you. Knives. I hear you.
All the money's going to tools, which is fine, but
Yeah. Well, once you get good tools, you start to get an appreciation for them, like knives and the quality and all the details and stuff.
Yeah.
And even when you buy something really good, like I've never used the Ameribraid grinder, but I've got a Burr King, and they always come out with a better model. And so then you're just like, fuck.
Yeah.
How long was that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I got in at the right time for the Ameribraid, because I was looking back and like a year ago, like their grinders were way more basic. Like lately, they've just been pumping out upgrades and all sorts of stuff for it. And then, it's awesome.
Didn't they do something where like they had just? Oh no, they went on sale after you bought it. They were so cool. He bought his grinder, right? And then a week and a half later, they went on sale for like 20% off or something crazy. And then they actually. Didn't they?
Yeah. They added it to my order, and then they also let me upgrade to the mastery package. So then it was like basically I just got all that stuff for free, like all the small wheels, small wheel holders, and
that's awesome that they did that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's a small company. There's only like a few guys working in the shop. Like you can see
and they are located here in California, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool company.
Yeah.
We met him at
it's nice to have shops like that.
Yeah, for sure. What would we do without machinists? I would love to be a machinist. That's so cool. I'm too dumb to be a machinist, though. Math isn't my thing anymore.
So, are you planning on venturing into the CNC milling at some point?
I mean, shoot, it's so much money, dude. I mean, if I can get to that point, I'd love to.
And to have the space for it.
Sanford, probably, within this next couple of years is going to be buying one. So obviously, I'll have access to it there. I'm sure it's going to be a steep learning curve, so it'd be kind of scary to spend that much money on something like that.
Dude, I will tell you that
bless you.
The 3D printing that I've gotten jumped in with both feet on this deal. The thing that I really enjoy about it is, I mean, it's all CNC, it's all the same stuff.
Can I get it on you?
Well, pretty much. I don't know why you were turning your head towards me. Go that way. What's the hell's wrong with you?
Not on my curtains.
There's a wall that way. Sneezing on me.
It's good for you.
But anyway, so the 3D printer is just like a cheap way to get in, and you can get like crazy detailed, and the software is free. Everything's free as far as everything that you need to do as far as the downloading and the changes and all the tuning and all that stuff. And you can buy a printer super cheap. And so if anybody wants to get into learning CNC stuff and how to program G code and all that sort of thing, the 3D printers are really good.
Really?
I guess the 3D printers don't appeal to me that much because I feel like I would just make a bunch of crap, and then like I already have too much crap at my house, so it's like,
it's just like, what can you?
You're talking about my life.
Yeah,
yeah,
no doubt.
He makes crap, and I have to find places to offload it.
Yeah,
in the trash.
I make crap, and
no, it goes in people's packages.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
I know you can make some cool stuff, but I don't know. It's I
would probably make really like weird outfits for my cats. Probably like little hats.
You can. I mean,
that would be so good.
The list is endless on what you can make, but you end up like wanting to try this or try that, and so you do like some dumb little print just because you're wanting to try some setting change or some tuning thing that you did, and so you end up with all these little calibration cubes or little boats and dumb shit like that. But you can do
there's a lot of really useful stuff for around the house that he's done, and I love it because it's stuff curious. I could never get. Like he did some paper towel roll holders that I just absolutely love, because the ones you buy in the store, like you go to grab a paper towel and tear it off, the whole roll comes with it.
Right,
these are specifically tensioned, so you get exactly what you want without unrolling the whole damn roll. And just little things like that.
About that egg holder.
The egg holder?
Oh yes.
Yeah, the egg holder.
You guys have
which
chickens,
that's kind of
right?
a dumb little thing. But the paper towel holders, they are the most intense paper towel holders that they have adjustable tension.
That's cool.
So you can set up just the right amount of drag, so you can tear a towel off without it unrolling and that sort of thing. Here,
that's pretty dope.
I'll grab.
I want to see it. All right.
Yeah, it really is, because
that is really nice though.
It never failed. Every single time I grab a freaking paper towel, that whole roll was coming with it, because I'm always like on the move as I'm grabbing one.
Oh yeah, of course, always.
So here's the part out of one of the paper towel holders, and so this part here is threaded, and I'll show you. Let me get it out of there. So this part is what applies tension. You can see the threads on it, and then there's female threads in here, and all of this locks into a bracket that's mounted up under the cabinet. So these are like quarter turn. So once you put it together, it's held in.
Super Steel Steve here.
Oh, Super Sis is in the
house.
So when you tighten this up, it flares this out on the inside of the tube, right?
Yeah.
Of your paper towel tube, and this is held in a bracket that's mounted up to the cabinet.
Right.
And so to change the paper towel holder, you turn this a quarter turn, and you can see there's a little cutout there. There's little nubs on the brackets, so it locks in.
So are these just were these like someone engineered this and uploaded the file, and then you were able to download it, or how did that work?
Yeah, so there's multiple different websites out there that have tons and tons of files. I mean, there are millions of files that people uploaded, and a lot of there's a ton of like little figurine type things, like superhero shit or whatever. I don't get into that kind of stuff. But there's also, tons of functional things like this right here. And so some things I designed myself, and then other things I, take from other people's designs and maybe use parts of it or the whole thing or whatever. Right. It's really endless what you can do.
Thank you, Super Steel Steve. He gave us a $2 super chat. He says that, what the fuck does Justin know about female parts? Oh, he knows.
He has children. I mean, I would assume he knows.
Right.
I hope.
And he's still married. So
ask your wife, Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yep, I'm feeling better, Tariq. I'm like sneezing my face off right now, but I feel fine.
Yeah, while she's sitting here saying she feels better, and she's sneezing all over me. So
just the fun.
This is another print that I did very recently, and this is what's called a solder helper. it's pretty ingenious. So these pieces are spring loaded, and they will hold your wires. And then inside here, it's all bolted together. There's bearings on both sides, and there's solder in the handle. You can see that.
Oh, that's cool.
And then it uses it's actually a 3D printer part. It's a filament driver on a shaft in here, and so you can rotate this wheel, and your solder comes out right there.
That's dope.
So you instead of trying to hold your wires and your solder, you can hold the wires in here, and then solder iron in the other hand, and then feed the solder into your joint. So, cool. This is more like something to like work on cars or something like that, where you're not at a workbench kind of a thing.
Right.
But, so you can build stuff like this, which is pretty cool,
really
pretty
cool.
Useful.
Mm-hmm.
And the
sense.
list of materials are really endless. There's a million different things that you can do. So
yeah, I have a 3D printed it's like a universal stone holder. Before all the companies started doing it, it was like probably a couple years ago that I got it. There's this guy on Reddit that was making them, and it can hold the Spyderco Shark Maker ceramic rods, and then it can hold the diamond ones.
It's like adjustable. You can make it whatever length you want.
Stones.
Yeah, which is nice. Like
super
full
wide
size
too. Yeah, full size. It would be really weird to put a full size stone in it, but you could.
Yeah, if you wanted to.
Yeah, it works way better than the stock one too. But,
Tell me to zip it again, Super Steel. You want sniped or what?
I'm actually working on a design right now I'm making some chip catchers for the end of my CNC mill. On the table, I'm making like gutters, if you will, that are 3D printed that'll snap into the table and catch the chips that pour off on either end.
Oh, that's nice.
So, yeah, I'll probably print those. I don't know, maybe this weekend. I've got the design done, or at least I think I do. I haven't printed the thing yet, so I think it's going to fit. we'll see.
To find out.
Fit to find out.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah, so for my mill, because I do a lot of like adding thumb studs to knives, and
hardened
steel fucking sucks. So I got like a misting,
putting holes in blades and stuff.
Yeah. I got like a misting cooling setup for my mill.
Yep.
That I made with like a Harbor Freight airbrush, and then I have like a magnetic dial indicator holder, and then a line goes into a water bottle with coolant. And man, it's so awesome. Like I didn't realize it literally keeps the blade cold. Like it doesn't get warm at all. Kind of blew me away. I've never used coolant before, and like it doesn't even make, like, honestly, when I was using cutting fluid, it was making more of a mess than with the misting, because it's such a fine spray. Like it only gets on the blade pretty much, and it makes a massive difference. Yeah.
Running coolant is a game changer. Like on my bandsaw, it's a game changer.
I didnn't realize it would actually keep it cold. Yeah, I just assumed it would like reduce the heat.
Yeah,
I don't know. I didn't know what I expected.
Make such a big difference.
But
everyone online was like, "Oh, you're gonna make a huge mess and you're gonna rust your mill and all that." But it was like, dude, there's no. I mean, if you're using one of the flood coolant systems, I'd imagine that you would want like an enclosed CNC. But the mist doesn't really make a mess at all, honestly.
Right. And you get the added. I'm assuming you're using water soluble coolant. You're mixing your coolant water and coolant?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so you get the added cooling effect of the actual water evaporating with the air blowing on it, so it helps suck the heat out of it. Yeah, running coolant is like I said, it's just a game changer. So
yeah,
that's awesome, man. I'm glad to hear that you got a mill. I didn't know that you had picked up a mill, but there's certain tools that just kind of like take you to the next level. I'm like back in the day when you bought your first blast cabinet, like that was a game changer. Right?
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. And then now going from like a 1x30, or not 1x30, I guess we had a 2x48, but from a 1x30 to a 2x48 to a 2x, it's just, variable speed is just a game changer in general.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
The mill. the mill, I mean, it's going to be more of a learning curve than it's like I knew how to use a grinder and everything, you know, and then the mill, there's a lot more to it, but
yeah,
I'm sure I'll get the hang of it. I did do some frag pattern on a pair of 2 scales that came out pretty good, with the exception of right where I started on my Z-axis, I cut a little too deep, but other than that, they turned out perfect.
Yeah, the digital readout was
dude, the digital readout makes it so easy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because were about to get the one without the digital readout. Because a lot of people were saying like, "Oh, you're fine. You don't need to get the digital readout." And then Rob was like, "Get the digital readout."
Yeah.
And so, yep. If you're gonna get a mill, get a digital readout. It don't pass.
I'm pretty sure SaneSmart makes a CNC kit for that little machine shop mill. You can get, like
NEMA, I think they do.
NEMA 23 stepper motors for it, and the electronics and stuff. And there's some decent ones out there. I mean, learning how to use the mill manually, though, I mean, it's definitely good knowledge to have. And so, but you might come across wanting to throw some motors on that bitch and let her eat.
Yeah, for sure. I know, because did we see a YouTube video?
There's a few YouTube videos of people converting the same one to CNC.
Yep.
Yeah, sure. What have you guys been up to lately?
What's that?
What have you guys been up to lately? I haven't talked to you or seen you guys in a while. Oops.
Oh, just doing it to them. Working.
Working.
Those normal ass jobs.
Those things. Life.
Kids, animals, work.
Yeah.
And the website has been keeping us busy.
Yeah,
for sure. I know, that's something we need to make a website, and I've been putting it off, but what do you guys use? You guys just make it completely on your own?
Shopify. We used Squarespace, but
that's what I
had some issues with
They shut down. They don't like the knife content.
They use Stripe, and Stripe will not allow knife sales of any kind.
Okay, so we wouldn't even be able to use that then?
No.
I mean, we wouldn't be selling knives. It would be mod services, but no.
No, anything that.
So the problem is the payment processor. And the payment processor that Squarespace uses is called Stripe, and Stripe is 100% against anything that could be even hinted as being a weapon or a weapon adjacent or anything that maybe somebody thought one day might have hurt someone.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they will shut that shit down like you're late on a fucking cable bill.
What about GoDaddy?
Have you guys used GoDaddy at all?
No. You have to be careful because you have to make sure that a payment processor that will allow for knife mods, knife sales, knife anything, which they call it all weapons.
Right.
That you can link a payment processor to whatever website service you use. So like Shopify, their standard payment processors would not allow for the content that we're selling, but I was able to go reach out to other payment processors and connect them to our Shopify so we can still do business.
Okay. Well, that's good to know, because that's something I've been meaning to do.
You really don't know until you get into it and build the damn website and then get shut down.
Damn, that sucks.
I would have. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. That's awful.
Yeah, I think a total of 4 times.
Yeah.
Really?
And like you go through the whole process of getting everything set up and
they don't make it obvious.
Yeah, they don't just tell you up front that no, we don't allow
unless
that.
you want to read through 4 million pages of user agreements. Which
fuck that. Who reads that shit, anyways?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you'll run for a week, maybe 2, whatever, and then just out of nowhere they'll just send you a message that says, "Yeah, we no longer accept your business, and so we're just shutting you down." Period. And
how many hours do you guys think you put into setting up those websites?
Hours.
She does all the
Say that
website
again?
stuff.
I didn't.
How many hours do you think you put into it before you guys are like building up the website? Or?
Yeah, to making those websites on the ones that you got shut down on for each one.
in total, to build it and get the basics down and kind of get a feel for how I was going to go about doing everything, probably about 40 hours.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I know. We need to do that. Well,
And,
wait,
I mean,
doesn't,
you don't lose everything, so it's not like,
You can export from one site to another.
Oh,
so,
okay.
like, once we lost that initially with Squarespace, I was able to download that as a CSV file and export that to Shopify and then upload it, and with just some minor tweaks and fixes.
Right. Okay. Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you so much, Spanky, for the super chat. We greatly appreciate it.
Boy, you're so kind.
Yeah, so that whole deal, it's kind of a pain in the ass, and so that's one of the awesome things about knife rights. Hopefully that will get better in the future as more things get improved upon, but that it just infuriates me because all the actual like badness that happens around knives, murders and that kind of thing, like 99% of that is done with kitchen knives.
Yep.
It's ridiculous.
We got a house full of knives, and I'm not grabbing a pocket knife if he pisses me off. I'm grabbing one of my kitchen knives.
Right.
Yeah, 100%.
I know even on Instagram they don't allow folding stuff to be promoted, paid.
Right.
But kitchen knives, kitchen knife sharpening.
Surfaces.
But if it has anything to do with a folding knife, no sir.
Makes no sense at all.
It is so.
It just doesn't make sense. It's ridiculous, and
more people are killed with screwdrivers than knives. Like, it doesn't even you can kill.
Right.
It
Yeah.
doesn't even make sense. It's so
yeah.
I'm looking for something long to get the job done.
Right.
Yeah. Not a 2-inch little fold. That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, I'm not trying to stab a motherfucker 417 times in the head.
Yeah, for sure.
Not interested.
Now, we do have some like this that, I mean, there are some folders out there that are beasts, but still,
for sure.
like, it's ridiculous to me how much it's, taboo in some areas. It's just,
I think most people, like the general public, knives should be more common knowledge, just considering how useful they are.
Right.
It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, even kitchen knives, people don't know how to take care of their kitchen knives. Like, once they go dull, people just buy a new set of kitchen knives. It's like, you'd think that's the one tool we use in the kitchen.
Dude, I mean, all of our since we have roommates, like all of our kitchen knives out there are not sharp because everyone just throws them in the sink. It's like we have our own kitchen knives that we keep in our room. We keep separate, and then we have those out there that I've sharpened them a few times, and it's like they just get thrown in the sink and then they're done. I'm just like, no, I'm not. I'm not sharpening them.
Yeah, but kitchen knife, not my grandma.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So. Yeah, hopefully old Doug and his crew will, make that better for us. But it is kind of shocking that people have humans in general have such a long history with knives. You would think it wouldn't be so foreign to us. It should be kind of second nature at this point.
Right, have a more meaningful connection to one of the first tools humans ever used.
I feel like that must have been lost in recent generations, because I know my grandma's generation, my great grandma's generation, they understood to take care. You can't just go out and buy a new set of kitchen. They didn't have the money, so it's like you take care of what you have.
That's true. I remember my dad always sharpening his knives with a little stone set that he had, and he always had sharpening stuff around, but
in the last 20 years, 25 years, everything's become consumable and disposable.
Yeah, disposable. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you can go down to Dollar Tree and go buy a
kitchen
knife right now.
To sharpen a knife.
Yeah, I mean, all my cousins and aunts and uncles and stuff like that. Every time I'm going over to their house, it's like looked at their knives. They're like super dull, and then I'm like, oh yeah, what do you use to sharpen them? And literally every single time, it's supposed to be sharp.
Yeah, like a Fisker's little, or motorized. Yeah. Oh my god, it's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to drag through carbide sharpener or something.
And it screams at you.
Tearing the shit out of the edge.
They're telling me it makes it sharp and it lasts for 2 weeks.
No.
It does.
It's like, that's just a burn.
Yeah. So we should have another. What's that? You gonna do something?
Well, I was gonna say we need to get some of these giveaways taken care of.
Go for it. Do a thing. So just to let you guys know, we do have another guest coming up in just a couple of minutes.
Sure.
But we'll keep going until he comes in here. Or
Sounds good.
is this him?
Awesome.
Right here? I may not know how to work this.
No.
So yeah.
This is that.
Yeah. No.
That's us. That's them.
Yeah.
We're good.
We're good right at the moment. But
so I'm gonna throw out a question for our first giveaway, and everybody feel free to answer one time. We're going to put start on the screen, and once Justin puts start on the screen, I'm going to ask a question, and
are we just taking the first answer of this, or what? How's this working?
yes, the first person who answers correctly with only one guess will be winning something.
They only get one guess? One guess only?
Yes, one guess only. You know how I am.
Yes.
One guess only. I will clip you so fast if you guess twice.
Okay, so
Homie, don't play that.
So we're going to do a couple different giveaways. So this will just be for the first one. And we've got some prize packs, which we'll kind of go over that at the end here. But yeah, since we're going to do this in, I guess, what, 3 separate deals?
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead, and I put this camera in the worst spot. But
There it is.
there it is.
All right.
Starts on the screen.
First question is, how many times does the average human poop in a day?
So the first person to answer correctly
will get to win a special prize.
So,
oh, damn. We have a winner.
Wait, okay. Who was it?
I'm an average.
Mikey Rast, you are the wiener.
Mikey Rast was apparently the first one to guess.
Boy, you got it. The average human poops 3 times a day.
Oh,
there must be more men than women.
Well, something's
Because
wrong.
only dudes poop that many.
Who actually
Yeah,
shits
this
3
camera
times a day?
placement is terrible. I need to move this.
I don't
shit 3
I
times a
can't
day.
see what the hell's happening. Okay. All right. So, Mikey Rast, you're the first winner here tonight.
And just remember, we're going off of our chat on my phone. So if you think you answered first, I'm sorry. It goes in order on my phone of how it shows up.
Mikey, email us, info@ocd4edc.com. Send us your address, and we will.
Nobody.
So you won the first giveaway.
Who shits thrice a day? I know.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what? I'm lucky if I get 2. Like, what? I'm like, yeah, fuck
Yeah.
no.
One a day.
I know. Yeah.
All right.
You know?
So here, I'm going to bring in our next guest. So here he is.
Oh,
It's a Benjamin.
What's
Benjamin from Jack Wolf Knives. What's up? Are you there, Ben?
Is your voice?
I heard it was like.
Are you a wildebeest?
Is this real life?
Oh,
No.
No. Down.
He sounded like an evil villain from like a Disney.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Like, it just happened.
Well, while he's doing that, let's do our second question because
Okay.
All right.
we need to fit these in before our time's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, second giveaway question. When we have a start on the screen,
All right.
again, same rules,
is-
one guess.
Is everyone ready for the giveaway? Because you got to go fast.
Hey, I don't. If you're not paying attention, it's on them.
All right. There you go. If you're not paying attention, it's on you, apparently.
All right.
All right. Starts on the screen. Here's the second giveaway question.
How many teeth does a dog have?
How many teeth does a dog
I'm
have?
sorry I yelled.
Yeah. You need to pipe it down there, Ivy.
It's because you're talking so loud. Stop it. Who's gonna get it? Oh, we have a winner.
We do?
Old fart with sharp things. You are the winner.
Old fart with sharp things.
28 teeth.
Okay. There you go. Holy cow.
Utensil light.
There's a-
I need to put
Yeah, these comments come fast and furious.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm just going on my phone.
Okay. All right.
Congratulations, Old Fart with Sharp Things. Email us at info@ocd.com. And we will get your address for the prize.
Lefty.
There you go.
Because it's COVID.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Try him again.
Is Benjamin back?
Mm-hmm.
Benjamin.
Testes. 1, 2, 3.
There you go.
There you go.
We can
You
hear
need to
you
see
now.
a doctor, Ben.
What's wrong with my voice? Sometimes
Right
these
on.
AirPods get funky. These things aren't always perfect, so I ditched them.
Mm-hmm.
When you first came in, you were like, it
It's
sounded
like
like
slow
playing a record
motion.
backward.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was awesome.
Little-
So,
yeah.
so real quick here, I'm going to switch up this camera view real quick, just so we can check in on this print that we have going on over here.
Oh, she's moving along.
It's moving along. So we're printing a Knife Rights logo
Oh, cool.
that I imported. So Ben, this is the new printer I was telling you about. It's a Delta printer, so it's just like a different motion system altogether. But yeah, it's an interesting situation.
What do you think of it so far?
Honestly, I haven't. Literally, I just opened it up last night. We did it on a live stream, and I just kind of messed around and printed a couple dumb things last night. And otherwise, I really haven't had a chance to mess with it much. It's insanely fast.
What was the cost on that?
This one here, this is an FL Sun Super Racer, is what this is called, and it is. These are like I think I had a discount code for it, like
or something.
yeah, like $430.
40, I think, with our discount code. So if anybody's in the market for a
Here, let me see if I can move the camera a bit.
That's
You
cheaper.
could-
I thought it'd be more than that.
printer.
I thought it would have been like
See,
a
it's a
couple
little-
grand or something.
No,
these
they're
are
not that
really-
expensive.
Really affordable. So we've got on our live stream we did putting it together last night. There's an affiliate code and a discount code in that description, and then you want to add that to the description of this video
Sure.
for everybody.
Sure, yeah, I'll put it in the video description if anybody's interested. But they make a couple different models, so this is their like top of the line model. But they make a couple other ones that are like the cheapest one that you could get is like around $200.
Oh, wow.
And it's still a decent printer. Like it would be a good starting point for someone.
Right.
What did you pay for your very first one?
Like $180 to $200.
Oh, okay.
But if I had to do it over again, I would buy something different because I've upgraded the hell out of that thing.
Right.
And I mean, it's certainly, it's good now, but it's still like you could do better, but I just bought one because it was cheap and I just wanted to mess around with it.
Yeah,
They've really got a lot cheaper in the past
Few
couple of years.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
When
For
they
sure.
initially come out, they were a lot pricier, weren't they?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, this printer right here, just a couple of years ago, to get something on this kind of quality level, you'd have spent $2,500 to $3,000.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
that
what I
makes
thought,
yeah, that
too.
And
makes
you can buy this for less than $500. This one
That's
even has a
crazy.
little drawer for your bits and pieces here.
Oh, cool.
The knives, that's exactly what that is. It's the
This is the FL Sun.
Tau.
Oh,
No.
what? Oh, yeah, this is the Kunwu Tau that I did some mod work to.
Yep, he says, is that modded or what?
Yep, it is. And then we also we got a little mini RSK here that
Nice.
I removed the thumb stud and put an opening hole, and then I also did away with the hump that was right here.
Yeah. It looks
yeah,
clean. It
does.
looks way better.
It does look a lot better like that.
Yep.
I just want to interject here real quick, just for anybody who might be joining us. On the ticker on the screen, is the information for you to go to Knife Rights to do any donating, and make sure you save your receipts and email them to the email in the ticker for a chance to win the prize packs that we're going to be giving away. Not us personally.
Yeah, for the whole 24-hour live deal. Real quick, I was gonna show you, Richie. You were talking about printing, shit, whatever, these kinds of things. Like this is a design that was online that somebody else did, but it's a print in place little gift box. I printed a few of these for Christmas, and so the lid snaps on, and you can certainly do that kind of stuff. But
how long would something like that take to print, like that box?
Well, so this is that's a good question. So this was built on my first printer just a couple of days ago, and all in, this is like probably 5-6 hours of printing.
And it was two different prints.
And two different prints. The green pieces here, they all glue on. But this exact same print on this printer would probably take 2 hours.
Oh wow! Okay.
So it's a huge difference in speed.
Right.
Yeah, cool. Sanford. He had like some prototypes because he's into 3D printing as well. And he showed us like a prototype for one of the MB. I think it was EWC prototype
something
or something
like that.
But yeah, it was 3D printed. It was like put together with like toothpicks or something like that. It was cool though.
Yeah, it's still functional. Cool. Like you could flip it and everything, but
obviously no detent or anything.
Yeah, I know.
It was.
I'm.
Can you put that up?
Yeah, hold on. So I'm very familiar, and as a matter of fact, I've done many 3D printed knives prototypes for several different people.
Oh really? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I make actually quite a few of them, and I've done a bunch of things. But you guys will
talk to Ben about it here real quick though.
Here's some stuff coming up soon. Molly needs to shut up.
I want to read something. Lefty's time slot has been changed. I see you, Ben.
Yes,
he is sick, so Bearded Gear is going to be taking his spot.
Yes.
So keep that in mind for the upcoming schedule.
Yeah, Lefty has COVID, I think. Is that's what happened?
Yeah.
Lefty is COVID.
Poor guy.
How's he doing?
Tons of people that do right
now.
I
don't.
Anybody know, is Kevin gonna make it?
Yeah.
No, probably not, because he's a beach.
What's he gonna do if he loses his sense of taste and smell?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't talked to him, but he's been laid up for several days now.
Well, if he doesn't make it, his wife can send all of his knives this way.
Right. Does he have a will?
Right?
Does he have a will?
Does he have a will?
He has her address. I'm sure she'll find it.
Yeah, absolutely. So Benjamin, how are things, man? Out in the AZ?
Things are good. This is our time to shine, weather-wise.
Yep.
And it's the holiday season, so things get real busy, but you won't hear me complain.
Yeah. Are the kids getting excited for Christmas?
Absolutely. My wife's been decorating the house, and that kind of gets people in the spirit,
Oh, yeah.
And
nice.
They had a nice Thanksgiving. It's nice to have a week off of school because, it's been kind of a grind. And they're certainly looking forward to, some time off here for Christmas and New Year's. So it's kind of that, spring fever right now, sort of, where you got a vacation coming up, so you don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we're just trying to, burn through the days.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, Chaz. That's awesome.
Email us info@ocd4edc.com and we can get your get a hole in your
put a hole in your towel. Yeah, there's the email address. So real quick, Ben, we're doing 3 giveaways on this live here just from our channel, and included in all 3 of those giveaways is a jack sack. So these are the Jack Sacks that Ben gives out, and everything about this I love, even down to the Ziploc baggie. They're good quality bags, and I love that. So that's one of the items that will be in all 3 of the prize packs that we give away here today.
Hell
Awesome.
yeah.
Yeah. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate you sending those.
We had 3 of them left, so I figured this was perfect to give those away.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I can get them out there. I'm already been thinking about what next year's Jack Sack is going to look like. It's something I want to change up every year, like starting at Blade Show. And so I've already been kind of hatching ideas for next year. Nice. So once these are gone, they're gone, and then we'll have something cool next year.
Right on.
I can't wait.
So you guys, you've met Lindy and Richie, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Got to hang out.
So you guys know one another. That's awesome.
Yeah, met at both shows. Met up at both shows.
Yeah.
Blade West. Yep.
Yes.
Nice.
In
awesome.
USN. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Sorry.
USN. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to spend more time there at USN at the Cove, right? That's what they call it.
Yeah.
The Cove.
Yeah.
So we got to hang out there. And then at Blade Show West, we saw each other, but you guys were busy scurrying around, and I was at the table, so we didn't have as much time.
Yeah, I know. We were going all over the place.
That was a good show for everybody who might not have made it or watched any videos and stuff. Like, it's the first time they did it there. And I think for a first year during COVID, I was pretty impressed. I think it can only go up from there.
Oh, yeah.
I heard the California Custom Knife Show was, like, amazing.
Insanely good.
I wish I had gone to that one. I heard it was like better than Blade Show West. And honestly, I feel like at this point I am. I've seen all the production stuff. I've seen it all. So I think going to a custom show would be really cool because it's like there's all those custom makers that you can't just get them.
Yeah.
And you go to those shows and you could really see what everyone has to
offer. I think that would be fun.
There's so many of the fixed blade guys that nobody hears about, that only go to those shows and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's amazing what you can buy, if you just do a little bit of looking. Like every single town has some guy that's making good quality fixed blades that you can buy cheap, so I encourage people. I get hit up every now and again, people asking me, what's a really good fixed blade to buy? And I tell them, go find out who your local guy is, because he's going to make you something cool and bitchin', and it's going to be a one-off, and made to exactly what you want. And most of the time you can buy something awesome for, $100 or $200.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's true. Yeah, a lot of times
you meet those guys at those shows.
Yeah, those guys, they, it's not their full-time job. It's their passion and their hobby a lot of the time.
Yep.
And so they got a lot of money and time wrapped up in it. A lot of times they're just trying to get some money back, so you're going to get a good deal and make a friend and, maybe get a relationship going. He'll custom make you whatever you want. Like, that's really cool.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
What did you guys get at the show?
Absolutely.
At Blade West, you guys pick up anything?
I got like a limited run of just a ProTech Malibu, but in like green and black. Oh, can you? I don't know.
Yeah.
Whoop, backwards. But
cool.
And then what did you get?
I got the ProTech Malibu also. I got the Blade Show West edition, so it was like fully blacked out.
Bought a Pena or the Birdvis. There were so many like nice knives. I didn't anticipate custom makers going. I don't know why, but I just didn't. And I wish I had brought more money so I could have got I want a Birdvis so bad. It was cool to be able to. Are you having issues?
I'm trying to figure out how to. It's hard.
Trying to take our faces away and just show you guys.
Yeah, but it's not letting me do it.
Another thing that was kind of a trip at Blade Show West, it was like Enrique Pena was sitting there with a bunch of customs on his table, and like no one was buying them. It was kind of a. I'm sure some of them sold and everything, but I was just surprised that they weren't all gone.
Yeah, me too. And there was still like when we walked up, there was still 3 Birdvis on the table. Birdvisi.
Bird Pie.
Bird Pie. There you go.
You know, it's an interesting observation. I know what happens with Enrique's knives a lot is he comes to the show, and then like that first day before the general public gets in there, the dealers will come around and like clean them out.
There are still so many. I was just surprised. I
think he basically said like, I'm not going to let that happen this time.
Oh, okay. Oh, that makes sense. I was just like floored. I was like, I figured they'd be gone by the time we got inside.
Did you guys hear about what happened at California Custom Knife Show? So like for the Oz Machine Company, Roosevelt's, the line was out the door, but I guess what happened was Knife Center went over there and bought one. And then they went back to their booth and fucking flipped it for like $2,000 or something like that.
Nice.
Like dirtbags.
Yeah.
Come on.
Really?
Yeah.
So they got a lot of shit for that. I mean,
that's a pretty shitty thing. I would not have expected that from them.
Like you're a company or like you're a retailer.
You know, it's different if one guy's going up there and doing that. It's like, okay, whatever. But it's a company, you kind of like expect better from them, you know?
That's pretty weird.
Yeah, that's jacked up. I did not know. I did not hear about that.
Yeah,
that's so nice. What did you get? Did you get anything at Blade West?
There we go.
I didn't go there to buy anything.
Yeah.
But when I saw Nick's table, for anyone who doesn't know, this is a Bird Viz knife. Right? And so it's got antique Westinghouse micarta. It's got that like white bolster line, like a pinstripe. It's got the white liners. It's just so cool. It's his own pattern. The action's really good. Let me get the
beautiful
thumbprint off there.
I was blown away when I handled it for the first time. It's just like pictures don't do it justice. It's so beautiful.
Yeah. And, you know, I got to know him. Again, that's kind of what's so cool about this hobby, right? You get to meet people.
Yeah.
And we really hit it off. His wife is really cool. She helps him with, like, the administrative side of the business.
Oh, cool.
And, you know, he's the creative type. She's like a CPA by training and profession. So they're kind of like a good yin and a yang together, those two. And he's just so talented. And he taught himself really how to make these knives up there in Sacramento. Like all the slip joint dudes are mostly in the South. Well, Indiana too, but a lot of them are in the South. And a lot of them share information. It's not like they're trying to hide the information from the guy. He just doesn't have easy access.
Right.
So he kind of self-taught. And when you look at like his fit and finish and execution, I mean, it's just freaking awesome.
It's flawless.
Yeah.
It's like it's perfect. So good. So good.
I was really pleased to buy one and support him because, you know, I like seeing younger guys making slip joints. It doesn't have to be a grandpa's game, you know?
Yeah, for sure. It's always like refreshing to see younger people in the community. Like sometimes people come up on live streams and there's young. You just don't. It's not very often you see younger people in the community. It's nice.
Yeah. I think we need to appeal to the younger generation, and you know they're all online and we're online, so you know.
Have you heard of Sean Yaw? He's like a really small maker, and he makes slip joints out of his garage.
So yeah, we just won this giveaway. This is a custom maker. I think he's fairly let's see if I can check. He's fairly new to it. I'm not completely sure, but yeah, we just won a giveaway for this slip joint, and I'm super stoked.
That looks pretty slick. Is it a clip point blade?
Yeah, let me show you it open.
There you go. Yeah, well, and a hand rope satin clip point. And he only has like 400 followers, and I'm like, this guy's putting out crazy good work, and he needs more recognition. So.
I think he's grinding them all on a 1x30 grinder, also.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
You know what? Are you communicating with that guy at all?
Yeah. I've talked to him.
Have him hit me up. Like, I got to get him on Facebook and pull him into all the slip joint groups and everything. Like, if he's not already there. That's where all the fanatics are mostly, you know.
I think he's still doing this. He's mainly doing it as a hobby. I don't even know if he's sold any yet. He's done giveaways. I'm not sure if he's looking to sell them or what yet. But I mean, he
needs the recognition though for the work that he's doing. It's so good.
Nice.
Yeah, have him hit us up too on Instagram, and maybe we'll have him on the live.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, for sure. And just have them check you guys out. It's just,
hey, Ben, you remember here a little while back, I told you that I had to make a little gift deal for a coworker?
Yeah, we talked about that.
So here's what I came up with, and I ended up. It's a 3D printed box, and all the people that were involved in this whole ordeal. But so it's got magnets, little magnetic closure.
Sweet.
But so I ended up going with a lion steel. I can't even remember what the model is, but got it from
Collector Knives.
And Collector Knives. Sorry, and I just got one of their little slips to go with it. Just mainly because I don't know if I'm not sure how he's gonna feel about all this, but yeah, it's turned out pretty cool, and I did a pin and a flashlight for him, and anodized everything to match, and
that is cool.
Yeah, so turned out kind of cool.
If someone gave me that, I wouldn't even know what to say. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
like
it turned out pretty cool.
Out those line steel slip joints are pinned together because like they look, you'd think, because they have Torx on the outside, but once you take off that inlay, it's like all pinned together under it. I was like, oh man,
they're riveted at the bottom.
Yeah. So the liners are not anodized, just the bolsters.
Right.
So
cool, man.
Yeah, the bolsters come off, but yeah, I mean, for what I was going for, it's nice, and
no, yeah, definitely. It was just I just had one here and was gonna.
He's just talking shit.
Yeah.
It's a good knife. No, I get it for sure.
I love that knife. I just recently sold mine.
She loved it, but she sold it.
Right.
It was just a phase. Yeah.
We'll get you a Jack Wolf knife soon enough.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
Here.
Oh, let's not.
Oh.
Our laptop's trying to tell us to restart.
So
we're gonna switch cameras real quick.
I'm gonna switch cameras real quick because I didn't expect that to be over that fast. But that's what you get with the Super Racer.
That's what happens when you super race sprint.
Yeah.
Did you guys start it at the beginning of this live?
Yeah, we started it at the very beginning.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's just the Knife Rights logo. But yeah, there you go. So.
Oh, we have a good question for you, Ben.
Yeah, I see that. Is there any way to lighten the pull on a slip joint that is too strong? Not really that easily. What I can recommend you try is if you open the knife, is that blue thing blocking me for everybody to see, or is that just me?
It's blocking you for everybody.
Here, I'm gonna hide it.
All right.
There you go.
So when you open the blade, let me figure out how to show this. When you open the blade, you see how the spring becomes proud right there?
Yeah.
Right? So just leave the blade at like 45 degrees, but the spring as proud as you can get it, like right there. So that's as much pressure on the spring as you can get, right? Leave it there for like 24 hours, 48 hours.
Oh.
And you might be able to take a little tension out of it. And then so you got that position right there, and then there's halfway, and then you got that position right there. So that's two different parts on the spring because it's two different tang corners. So I do like a day or two in each of those two positions and see if you can take a little tension out of the spring. Obviously, too, you want to keep the joint oiled to reduce friction, but that's not going to have a huge effect. But, any little bit helps, I suppose.
Yeah, that's a good tip.
I love strong springs. I feel like, I don't know, I love that strong pull.
It's been super interesting for me to learn people's preferences on that. Because, the proverbial scale of 1 to 10. Okay,
right.
This guy likes a 7, this guy likes a 6. I call this a 7, but you call it a 6. So it's so subjective. But I feel like there's a range that as long as you're kind of within the range, people will be satisfied. They don't necessarily prefer the whole range. Some people like this side of the range. Some people like this side of the range. But if you're in the range, it's satisfactory.
Right.
Like you, I tend to the heavier side of the range, but I'm really used to opening them. If you hand a slip joint with the heavy spring to someone who is not used to opening them, they will hesitate.
Yeah.
Like they, you know, they'll stop. They're strong enough, but they don't know what to do, so they'll hesitate, and then they'll get scared that they're going to cut themselves.
Right.
Like clockwork, you know?
Yeah.
And so I feel like maybe the heavy spring is kind of like, you know, as you get used to it.
Right. No, that makes sense for sure.
So for someone designing and selling knives, I'm like kind of aware of that, right? I'm like, man, if all these springs are heavy, I don't want to turn off all the people who might be trying their first slip joint.
Right.
You know,
so you got to keep it like, oh, that makes sense.
Have you guys handled? Well, I'm sure you guys have. The Benchmade proper has literally the worst spring tension ever.
Yeah, but then like you said, I mean, like
it's so bad though. It's so bad. I swear, if you flung it hard enough, it would open. Like,
yeah.
I know.
You know, that knife, like for a slip joint guy, that knife was depressing.
Yeah, it was terrible. I was so disappointed when I got it because I loved the design. I was going through like my heavy slip joint phase at the time, and I finally was like, fuck it, I'm gonna buy it. You know, it was a lot of money back when, and I remember being so disappointed because his had a little bit more of a pull than mine did, but like it was just, there was no half stop really. Like you kind of just opened the whole thing, and it was a disappointment for sure.
It was then I knew, because they sold a ton of those things, and it was like I knew, I'm like, you know, there's probably a large market for slip joints out there done in a modern interpretation. You know, like when I saw how many of those got sold, how many videos were on YouTube where people were views on videos, I was like, I think there's more people who would be down for a slip joint than some people give credit for.
I mean, look at Peñas. Like what? I mean, that modern traditional, people love that. Like it's, I mean, Jared Ozer, I love his work. I mean, he does that like modern traditional kind of feel. Same with Birdvis. I think there's a huge market for it, and there's just not very many people making slip joints, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, there's not that many people doing it well.
Yeah.
There's some really shitty stuff out there. But yeah, so it's cool for sure, and the modern traditionals and the stuff that Ben's doing is just amazing, and I like the whole entire brand is just fantastic. So
have you got any prototypes from Medford or anything?
So no, not yet. I've got. I'll probably by the end of December I will have prototypes from multiple factories. Still talking to Medford. Not 100% sure if he's gonna make a knife for me or not. It's just simply economics. It has nothing to do with his quality or timing or anything. But he's got a large factory and large minimum order quantity, and I've got a lot invested in the other project too. So we'll see.
Okay.
But I did want to show you guys something kind of cool, if you guys have a minute.
Yeah.
So you guys remember, the packaging?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And if you remember, like, this is what the tops have been looking like, right?
Right.
So this was temporary. Let me show you the permanent solution. And this is a little sneak peek for the live stream tonight.
Love it.
How cool.
That's awesome.
What the heck? Cool? It's like, because before you had a sticker on it. Like,
yep.
That's the one for the truck.
From prototype to reality. Whoops.
You have the coolest branding I've ever seen, ever.
Right?
Like, it's so good.
Thank you.
Can I just have a lid to the tin?
Well, I had to buy 12,000 of them to get them stamped, so sure.
Oh my god. Well, you ever lose one, you'll have an extra, I guess.
I got plenty. You guys like that? I'm super curious.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thinks. Like, I had to really throw down to do that.
Yeah, for 12,000. Holy shit.
Plus,
you'll never run out.
I hope I run out. I hope I run out fast, you know?
Right.
But I had to also buy the tooling. So it was like a pretty big investment. But once I knew they could do it, I thought to myself, how can I not do it? You know, like, this is cool. This is like
next level,
top notch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good call.
For sure.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I knew that those were coming, so I'm pumped to see it for sure. That's it's just and that's what I'm talking about with everything that Ben's got going on, even down to the bags.
Yeah, and the microfibers,
quality.
So nice. The microfibers are the highest quality microfiber I think I've ever handled.
Yeah. It's
Chuyas.
the best microfiber I've ever felt in my life.
Right. You generally get this
Stitching,
kind of a
everything.
thing,
It's
which is
high
just like,
quality.
They
Like-
work
Or the
really,
ones
really good for like your glasses or of course your knives. Like I've got these things in all the drawers in my house now. My wife loves them. I was
You
like,
can use them for all kinds of shit. They're so
Oh, yeah.
nice, and they don't
Yeah.
wrinkle. They don't get
No,
gross. Like they
And
just
they
There we
don't
stay
catch
really
on
nice.
every little thing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I love it.
the
Yeah,
edges
we're-
are sewn so they don't fray.
Yeah, I
We're
love that.
gonna be getting an order of microfibers with our logo on it.
Because we want to start including it with every order. So like people send their
Yeah.
knife in, and after we mod it, we roll it up in our little
Hey.
microfiber. It's just a nice touch. It just looks so good.
Absolutely. All those little things count.
Yeah.
It's the little
Speaking of-
stuff, guys. It adds
Yeah, for
up,
sure.
right?
Speaking,
Like
speaking
these,
of new branding things, we've got the pocket pens and stuff that you guys have seen, but these just came in the other day, and these
Little
will be in all
mints?
of our packages. And
Oh,
these
that's
are
so
little
cool.
candies.
Oh, that's awesome. Are those the little
So-
mints?
So
They're
they're little fruit candies actually.
Oh, okay.
they're
Like
like,
nice candies.
yeah, and
Oh,
they're
God.
really good.
I would eat all of them before they even made it into a package.
I have 1,000 of them. So
Oh, okay.
That one
Yeah.
That one literally tastes like a Luden's or whatever, the cherry.
Oh, the best
Luke.
kind of cough drop.
Yeah.
When I was a little kid, I used to be like, Mom, I need some Ludens.
You
Oh my
really?
god,
Oh
dude!
my God.
Yeah, all the kids that I went to school with would come to school with a giant bag of them. I'm like, "What are you doing?" That
They
is-
taste good.
Oh man!
I have a cough though. I need them.
So, yeah, I don't know, Lindy and Richie, if you guys have seen this, we've got
Mm.
OCD-4-EDC pocket pens.
Oh, how
That's
cool.
so cool.
Yeah.
I want to
And,
start doing little things like that with brand. I love how that looks. Just to have a whole experience. Like I know I appreciate it, and to be able to give that to
Yeah.
somebody else is just
Yeah.
everything.
If
But
you
yeah, I
need
didn't
any
realize if
info,
you
you
buy
guys
those
figure that out,
microfibers in
reach out.
bulk, you can get like a
Get
really good
affordable.
price on them. Like,
When you buy like 1,000, 10,000 of them.
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
You're gonna buy like 1,000 at a time.
Yeah.
Make sure you get samples because the ones that are inexpensive, I found, are a little disappointing.
So we're gonna be
Yeah.
going through Sanford from MBK through his factory, his supplier. So already know those ones are great. So it should
Hopefully.
work out.
I mean, they're
Cool.
not like extremely fancy
They're-
pants.
it's
They're
the
just
same kind as like
generic.
we uses all the Chinese
It's
companies,
generic.
which are good. They work
Yeah.
fine.
But
I
would
just
think
got,
like that.
I'll show you one. This was the, I was kind of bummed that it didn't have a logo or anything on it, but this was the microfiber cloth that came with, where is it? What the hell? did I
That
do
one
with
looks
it?
nice.
It looks a big
It
sucker.
is.
punch.
It.
Big.
It's really nice.
Looks like
It,
a towel.
this is the,
Yeah, I know it does.
the Oaks Works Osprey,
Oh wow.
Eric Oaks.
hmm
And I just got this the other day, and this came in the package. But the bummer thing is there's no logo or anything on the microfiber cloth. I mean, it's beautiful. It's really, really nice.
It's nice, but I gotta be honest, Ben. I still like yours better.
Is that
Yeah.
more like a terry cloth?
Yeah, I know. It looks like it's
Terry.
fuzzy.
Yeah.
It's got that soft microfiber feel, but it's got the loops like terry cloth.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just a different. It is a microfiber cloth, but a little bit different. But it's, I mean, for coming with a knife though, it's extremely nice.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very,
I
very.
gotta
nice. And
say,
it's
the
like
best
full
one I've
price.
ever handled is the Klotzstat Tuya knives. I've never owned one, but a long time ago when we first got into knives, LTK, I don't remember what it was for. I think maybe we bought a knife from him or something, but he sent a Tuya cloth with it, and that thing, it's like trash now, but those work so good.
Yeah.
Sean Bryan says, I'm kind of enjoying this swag off.
Yeah.
What do we
That's
use for
hilarious.
audio/video?
That's what. Did you mean someone K Mason? You said, what do we use for audio video? Are you talking about for YouTube or for what?
Well, that's cool.
This is, speaking of Tuya knife. This is the new Tuya Big
Big
Belly.
belly?
It's pretty sweet.
I like that leaf blade.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me
me
too.
too.
Super
I
tall
love that.
blade. Looks good.
I wish there were more.
Action
big
on it's great.
You could flip
and-
pancakes with it.
I know, for
Right?
real.
And it's got a reversible pocket clip, which is awesome the way they did it. It's actually a carbon fiber integral.
I'll just write it.
I just want to give everybody a 5-minute warning before we have to end.
Oh, are we?
Yes.
Okay. So
that close.
Yeah. So we have one more giveaway that we got to get done, and then we have to be done at 9 p.m. for the next one. So everybody, the next live is going on over at Bearded Gears channel.
Right.
He's filling in for Lefty EDC because Lefty is a big fat bitch, and so anyway.
Meant with all the love in the world.
Meant with all the love in the world. There you go.
So, yeah, we've got one more final question. First correct answer will be the winner.
And just a little FYI.
One guess per person.
This giveaway will include this knife right here.
Oh, so get your game right, boys.
So this is
and girls.
A modded Sheepdog XL with a little different setup than some of the other ones I've done.
Zach, he just thank you for sharing the link to Bearded Gears channel, so that you can go to Bearded Gears YouTube channel, check the link in the chat.
All right, so there's the start on the screen.
So first person to answer correctly, what were the first ice hockey pucks made of? One answer. Well, I mean, really, it doesn't matter.
If a Canadian doesn't win this one, I'm going to be disappointed.
If who doesn't?
A Canadian.
Right.
The first ice hockey pucks were made of what?
I feel like they teach this in kindergarten in Canada.
I need a specific answer. It can't be a general answer.
Bone.
Right here.
There's some funny answers. Cow pie.
Stone? I don't know.
Yeah, but I want more than that.
Okay.
I bet you that's it.
Well,
someone already said that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. So we've got a winner. The winner is. Hold on just a moment. Oh, damn it. We have too many things happening here.
That would work.
Yeah, we're working.
There's a little bit of a delay on the screen. Okay, so we've got the stop up now because we have our winner. And is that confirmed?
That is confirmed.
Confirmed. Okay, so the winner of this giveaway
I'm the judge.
was Zach at Zach Stuff. And the answer to that question was cow poop.
Yep.
Yeah, was it really?
But specifically cow poop.
Wow.
The hardened.
Puck that.
Puck it. That's right. Puckin' A.
So congrats, Zach.
Zach?
You are the wiener.
You are the wiener. So, so we've got 3 giveaways, and the winners were Mikey Rast won the first one.
I think that's what they're called, right?
Yeah.
Old Fart with Sharp Things won the second giveaway, and then Zach Stuff won the third giveaway. And I'm going to switch this up really quick here.
We got 1 minute, y'all.
So we've got 1 minute, and I think we're going to switch it up. Maybe. Hello?
Oh, he's frozen.
Oh.
Yeah,
I look like a turd, too.
I don't know what happened there, but anyway. All right, so Knife Rights, go and donate. The links are in the ticker there. The winners of the giveaway, email us, info@OCD-4-EDC.com. And Lindy and Richie, thanks so much for coming on and joining us. This was a lot of fun.
It was fun.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody. Yeah. It's great to see y'all.
So
bye, guys.
You guys will all get a jack sack in your giveaway packages, as well as a whole bunch of other stuff. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff coming in each one of these packages. So thanks so much, guys. We greatly appreciate it. And go
on over to Bearded Gear.
Yep.
Support Knife Rights tonight. Let's raise a bunch of money. We're going for what, 15,000? Did we decide on?
Yeah, whatever. Yep.
So get your wallets out.
Yep, go donate.
You guys subscribe to Jake's channel when you go over to Bearded Gear. Give him a sub.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Thanks so much, guys. You guys have a wonderful Friday evening, and yeah, we will talk to you guys later.
Later, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, guys. Bye.